Let's see if he can deliver 200.
Levis on first down to the air. That's a Tennessee as they work at their own 27-yard line. First round pick a year ago. Levis, the handoff here to Henry as we cross the 8-minute mark here in Nashville. Henry stood up at the line of scrimmage, that second burst, 10-yard line. Handoff here to Spears. They're dynamic.
And then Spears doing the rest to get the first down.
You know, he was huge in that game Monday night. Levis back to the air, slings one over the middle, and it's complete. Can they go misdirection, but they're going to get Spears in the backfield. Levis working under center, give to Henry.
Yardage on top of that. That really got the party started for Tennessee.
Henry on the screen, and again, can he get something going with this offense? Play action. Levis, they set up Henry for the screen, but 25-yard line. Levis turns, gives to Henry, and cleaned off waivers. So this only his 4th game as a member of the Tennessee Titan 25-yard line. Pitch play here to Henry. Derrick Henry hasn't been his day. Their stunner Monday night in Miami. Trying to get one here at home. Levis taking a shot down the sideline. It's broken up. Those old Oiler vintage uniforms. They have been since Will Levis took the reins in Week 8. Quick pass here. They get it to Burks. Henry still one setback here on the take.
They fullback.
Little misdirection, bit of a gadget play here to Burks, trying to get him into some open.
They're supposed to do a lot of people looking around.
Little wildcat, direct snap to Henry.
Window.
D'Amico's called all the right plays with his defense. Can they hold here? Levis. Levis will begin from the gun. Looking, goes to his reads, and he is buried again. Catch. Good last year with the Texans as Henry is buried again.
Had a huge impact in the way they played.
Levis play action, pulls it back. Levis gonna run.
That, ladies and gentlemen, were all of the Tennessee Titans' first down plays. And I know you probably asked yourself, well, Zay, why does it seem like all those plays ended up with negative yards? And if you're asking yourself that question, it's a valid question, because you know why? It did happen, y'all. Pretty much all of this team's first down plays ended in negative yards. Yeah, I said it. Negative yards. Y'all, the only play that we had for on first down that went, I'm pretty sure the only play that we had on first down that went for over 10 yards was that Traylon Burks play that went for, 37 yards, I believe. That was the only play out of all the first down plays. Absolutely ridiculous. Tim Kelly, bruh, you stink, man. You stink. I know it's funny. Straight up, this dude is bad. Okay, like, y'all, he is a very bad play caller. You see that the Houston Texans are absolutely stopping our run game, particularly on first down. So why would you continue to run these same plays over and over again? Why? Okay, you got D-Hop on the outside, man. Throw him a little bubble screen or something. Traylon Burks, I was glad Traylon Burks was able to get going. 3 catches for 62 yards. But, y'all, that makes absolutely zero sense. Why Tim Kelly decided to continue to run the football on first downs, even though the Houston Texans kept stopping it. I mean, is this dude insane? When I look at this team, y'all, again, y'all know I've stated on my channel multiple times, this is not a good football team. But the thing that really bothers me the most about this team is when I see these players and these coaches go out, do the same thing, call the same plays, have the same scheme week after week after week. It's almost as if, y'all, where we have an old CD player And it's been scratched up, and it's going over the same part of the song time after time after time after time again. Yes, thank you. I know that's funny too. Because there's no way that this team, y'all, continues to do the same stuff week after week after week without changing anything up. I don't understand that, right? It just does not make sense to me. And again, do we have the talent like some other teams do? No, we don't. But I said this coming into the season. This team is not talented. They're not that talented like some people think we are. I had us going 7-10. Well, it looks like we're probably gonna lose out. But I only had us being a 7-10 ball club because I saw it. And I did not really believe in that coaching staff like some people did. Because y'all, when you look at it, I think our coaching staff is very poor. Right? Our coaching staff is very poor. Talk about our DB's coach, Chris Harris. We brought him over for the Washington Commanders. Now, when he was with the Commanders had one of the best secondaries and pass defenses in the league. Excuse me. He comes with us. Our secondary continues to struggle. Y'all remember we had Anthony Midget since 2020. We had him from 2020 up until last year. Horrible secondary. And we like, okay, well, let's get rid of him. Let's bring in a new guy. Same stuff happening. We said, hey, let's get rid of Todd Down. Our offense stinks. Let's promote Tim Kelly from passing game coordinator to offensive coordinator. Same stuff, y'all. Same stuff going on. Different coaches, but the same stuff is going on. Which, y'all, who does that point the finger at? Mike. We point the finger at you, man. Yeah, I said it. We point the finger at you. Because, bro, you're the head coach of this football team. And if you bring in new coaches or you elevate one coach from, like he did with Tim Kelly, he elevated him from pass game coordinator to offensive coordinator, but we're still doing the same stuff, then that means, Mike, you're telling these coaches, hey, this is how I want to win games. This is how I want to play football. And this is how we're going to go out here and do this. Because there's no reason for this team to continue to look the same week after week after week. Y'all, the Arizona Cardinals are 3-11. But you know what, though? I say this about the Arizona Cardinals. Man, they showed a lot of toughness. They showed a lot of fight. And they've been in a lot of games. Like, the Cardinals have been in a lot of games this year. I honestly think instead of being 3-11 right now, the Cardinals could easily be 6. They could easily be 6-8 right now and low key competing for a playoff spot in the NFC. When I look at the Cardinals, I'm like, wow, I see a team though that once they get some pieces, like I think Jonathan Gannon, y'all, I think he's a pretty solid head coach. Like once they able to bulk up that roster a little bit more, I think the Cardinals are gonna be really good. Because of the culture, you can see the coaching staff. He's assembled. You can see, y'all. Him and his coaching staff. They are literally getting all they can out of these players, and I respect the heck out of that. Because even though the Cardinals do not have a talented roster, they are getting every bit out of that roster as they can, and I really, really respect that. That's the sign of what a good head coach and a good coaching staff. When I look at our team, I'm like, listen, I know we're not that talented. I know we need another receiver, really 2 receivers. I know we are. This offensive line, I'm going to touch on this here in a minute. This offensive line is god-awful. I know we need probably 3 new starters. Defensively, I know we need 2 corners, a safety, a linebacker, potentially an edge rusher. I know that. But I don't feel like these coaches, y'all, are putting the players that we do have in the best possible situation to be successful. That's what's bothering me. Because it doesn't make sense. We keep watching this same team go out week after week. Do the same things. Do the same things, y'all. Okay? For all my Titans fans, what I'm getting ready to show you, you know this. You know how it's been. All year for this team, right? So what I'm about to show you, it ain't going to surprise you. You know why? Because this team has been like this. So it ain't going to surprise you. It's not going to surprise you, man. It's not. Okay? It's not. Let me zoom in a little bit more for y'all. It's not going to surprise you. Only 14 first downs. 5 of 15 on third down. 7 sacks allowed. Lost the time of possession. Right? Only 204 total yards. Got outgained by over 100-something yards. Only averaged 3.2 yards per play. Titans fans know this is nothing new. This ain't nothing new, y'all. This is nothing new for us. This is how this team has lost games all year long. Being outgained by over 100 yards. Only 14 first downs. Horrible on third down. And giving up 5 or more sacks. This team has done this all season long, y'all. This ain't nothing new, man. This is nothing new. We have done this all season long. And you say, well, Zay, how in the world does a team only get 14 first downs in an NFL game? I know high school teams that get more than that. You want to know why? When you have a horrible offensive line, y'all. When you have a horrible, hold on, I want y'all to see my face. When you have a horrible offensive line, that's how. Okay, you're only able to get 14 first downs. Well, you got a dude that you paid you got a dude that you paid $29 million to. A 3-year, $29 million contract for a guy that's on the bench. Andre Dillon's on the bench. Let me repeat, y'all, he's on the freaking bench. Y'all hear them laughing, man. He's on the freaking bench. Okay? He got replaced by a rookie left tackle, Jalen Duncan. And listen, I know Jalen Duncan is really struggling right now, but he's a rookie. Left tackle, I feel like hardest position to play as a rookie. Quarterback, left tackle, and corner. Let me repeat. Hardest position to play as a rookie. Quarterback, left tackle, and corner. Because you are going as a quarterback, you don't know how to read NFL defenses that well yet. As a left tackle, you're going up against elite edge rushers. And as a corner, you're going up against elite wide receivers. So I'm not worried about Jalen Duncan. I'm not worried about him. He's a young dog, man. But we got a guy, Andre Dillon, who we paid $29 million to on the bench. You talk about Dylan Ravens, our second-round pick for 2021. This dude's a bust. So this offensive line stinks. Aaron Brewer at center, he's too small, right? Too small, y'all. So that's how you only get 14 first downs. Because how in the world you going to be able to move the ball down the field, right? If your quarterback doesn't even have time to throw it. And speaking of our quarterback, y'all, he got injured. Yeah, I know. He got injured. It's a second quarterback, y'all. Second freaking quarterback we got hurt this year. Think about that. Now, you know your offensive line has to be pretty darn bad to get 2 quarterbacks, y'all. Not one, but 2 quarterbacks injured. Come on, man. Absolutely. So now Will Levis has a sprained ankle. Don't even know if he'll be able to go on Saturday. I'll say sit the kid. Doesn't make sense to even play him. For what? Play him for what, right? Behind this offensive line, man, he can end up going out and tearing his darn Achilles. Then he's out for darn near all next year. Like, no, don't do that. Just sit him. Absolutely pathetic, man. Absolutely pathetic. Got both of our starting quarterbacks injured this year. What team y'all know has that's ever happened to where both their quarterbacks got injured? Why? Because of their bad offensive line play. Come on, dog. This offensive line desperately needs to be fixed again, y'all. Like I said earlier, I talked about this so much on this channel. Y'all know how I feel about this team. Y'all know what I've said these needs are. We need, what, about 3 offensive line. We need at least 2 receivers. And speaking of receivers, man, D-Hop, listen, D-Hop is still elite, y'all. Y'all saw what he did against the Dolphins Monday night. This dude is still one of the best receivers in football. So great that we're going to have him next year. Traylon, I'm glad we were able to get Traylon going on Sunday. 3 catches for 62 yards. Good to see that. Okay, Chig, 36 yards. Hey, Chig, he's played better the last few weeks. Because he was off to a really bad start at the beginning of the season, but he's played better. Tajay, great game Monday. The other day, I felt like Tim Kelly again did not give Tajay experience the ball in space, because that's when he's at his best. And particularly behind this offensive line, Tajay, he needs to be out of space. We can't just try to hand the football up to him up the middle. That's not going to work. It's just not going to work. This offensive line cannot create holes, man, the way it's supposed to. Pathetic, y'all. Pathetic. So offensively, it was just bad. Like, right, we got to a quick start, 13-0. Then after that, we only scored 3 points the rest of the game, man. So, I mean, we got to a quick start, but it just wasn't a good day, y'all. We only had 1 offensive touchdown. Because Elijah Monin, he had that pick 6. So, you talk about offensively, we only put up 10 points. Only put up 10 freaking points. So, it wasn't a good day at the office, but we've been saying this all year about this team, right? Again, like I said, 5 of 15 on 3rd down. I mean, we got to have one of the worst 3rd down percentages in the NFL. I mean, it is really bad, right? We're at bad 3rd down offense and defense. Talking about, let's go to this defense, y'all. Case Keenum had a really nice day against us. We did have an interception on him, like I mentioned, Elijah Moulder, but him and Noah Brown was hooking up with each other. You talking about they were playing without C.J. Stroud, Tank Dell, and Nico Collins on offense. And then on defense, they were playing without Will Anderson Jr. and Blake Cashman. But offensively, I mean, Case Keenum, 23 of 36, 229, a touchdown and a pick. I mean, how in the world does he even get that many yards? Well, all he's out there throwing to is Noah Brown and Dalton Schultz. They're missing Nico Collins and Tank Dell. And he still put 230 on us. Devin Singletary, man, had 127 yards. 121 yards. Average almost 5 yards a carry. Y'all, we gave up 148 rushing yards. What happened to this run defense that was so stout, that was so dominant? What happened to it? Y'all know people gonna say, I know people gonna say, well, Zay, y'all playing without Big Jeff. Listen, even with Big Jeff, we still been getting up a whole bunch of rushing yards. Let's just call a spade now, y'all. We have. Y'all, this team was just, it's bad and I knew it. Right, like I said, coming into the season, I only had us winning 7 games. But my biggest thing, though, with this team, it just is like it's the same stuff. Same stuff. It's like, are these players not learning? Are these coaches not teaching them correctly? Which way is it? Which way is it? Because, like I said, y'all, the Cardinals, not a good football team. But you can tell, though, that once the Cardinals add more to that roster, they're going to be there. Same thing with the Giants. Like, Giants 5-9, but you can see the Giants, if they actually get some better players, it's going to be a good football team. Brian Daboll is a heck of a coach. He has a really great coaching staff. I mean, y'all, they're winning games with Tommy freaking DeVito. Tommy DeVito. Think about that. So, yes, are the Titans, are we devoid of talent? Absolutely. But at the same time, as a coach, your job, and as coaches, your job is to get the most out of the players that are on your roster. And I just don't feel like these coaches are doing this. I really don't. But again, the head man is who, y'all? Mike. It starts with him. Y'all, we are 5-16 in our last 21 games. 5-16. That is really bad. I mean, y'all, that is like Ken Wisenhunt stuff right there. It is this bad for this franchise. 5-16 in your last 21 games. I mean, you're talking about the Commanders have won more games than us. The Giants have won more games than us. The Texans have won more games than us in the last 21 games. For all the fans out there that want Mike gone, listen. That's the stat you would point to. You say, listen, I know his first 4 years on the job, he had great success. Went to the AFC Championship game. Won this division twice. Hosted a wild card game. Hosted a divisional round game. But you would say, oh, buddy, none of that don't even matter right now. Because as Janet Jackson said, y'all, what have you done for me lately? Y'all, what have you done for me lately? Not what you did for me in 2018, 2019, 2020, 21. What have you done for me lately? And y'all, lately, Mike, man, I mean, he's been record-wise, he's been one of the worst coaches in the NFL. Yeah, I know, it's surprising. It's surprising, ain't it? Because you just would not think that this franchise would have fallen off the way we have. Right? Let me tell you something. And Miss Amy, my owner, I love Miss Amy. Y'all, she don't play. She told y'all last year. She fired John Robinson. What? She felt that this team had plateaued. And she's ready for what, y'all? This team to reach a higher level. That's why us Titans fans are so pissed off. Because, y'all, we're going backwards. Right? Going backwards. 2019, AFC Championship game. 2020, wild card game. 2021, divisional. 2022, missed the playoffs. 11 pick. 2023, missed the playoffs again. Potentially a top 5 to 7 pick. See how we keep going backwards? Supposed to be going forward, y'all. That's the problem with this team. And y'all know, Miss Amy wants to freaking win. Her one thing her daddy he never got to do, y'all, is what? Is win the Super Bowl. Miss Amy wants to be a winner, y'all, period. She told y'all that last year when she fired John Robinson. I'll say this. I think Mike gets one more year. But after that, that's it. I feel like not only does this team need to get to the playoffs, we need to win at least one playoff game. Because, y'all, the last time that this franchise has won a playoff game, we didn't even know of a COVID-19 pandemic. Think about that. The last time this franchise won a playoff game, we didn't even know of a COVID-19 pandemic. Tells you all you need to know. Y'all, this team ain't won a playoff game since January 11, 2020. That's almost 4 years ago. It's almost 4 years ago, man. Yeah, almost 4 years ago. Y'all know who's still in office at president, don't you? Come on, y'all. That's been a while. Let's be honest. January 11, 2020 is the last time this team won a playoff game. It's been almost 4 years. So, Mike, I think Amy will give you one more year, brother. But man, after that, it's gonna be it. Because it's gonna be real hard to convince a fan base to keep putting our trust in a coach that has not won a playoff game in 4 years, y'all. Especially for a franchise like us. I mean, you're talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars have won a playoff game more recently than us. And just literally in 2021, the Jaguars were one of the worst teams in football, went 3-14. So, yeah, how in the world does that happen? Life comes at you fast, doesn't it? Just 2 years ago, the Texans were bad. 3 years ago, the Bengals were bad. Look at the Bengals still winning games. Look at the team they built, the draft, free agency moves they made. Same thing with the Texans, the Jaguars. All them teams better than us. Heck, the Colts are better than us now. The Colts won 4 games last year. So in 1 year, the Colts got better than we did. Y'all, it's a big offseason for us, man. And the offseason is here now. All right, so y'all stay on the lookout, man. We're going to start talking about free agency. We're going to start getting into some drafts, mock drafts. Talking about players that the Titans should have on their radar. We're going to get into free agency. Talk about the need, really go in detail with the needs that this team has. Because, y'all, the offseason for us is now. right? We're finally eliminated for playoff contention, even though, let's be honest, y'all, we've been eliminated for playoff contention ever since we were like 3-6. But now that it's finally, this day is finally coming, we're officially eliminated for the playoffs. I mean, y'all, the free agency starts now for us. The draft starts now. Now, I know free agency is not till March, and the draft is not till April, but for us, it starts right now. So I can guarantee you that Rand, his scouting department, they already looking at tape on a lot of college players. I'm pretty sure they've been doing it for the last couple of months. But you already know they're looking at players. They already probably have put together a big board of players coming out of this draft class this year. Excuse me. Did y'all hear my ESPN going off? But they probably already have made their big board. They probably already made a list of guys they want to target in free agency because it starts now for us. So y'all, again, final thoughts from Sunday. Same old, right? Only 14 first downs. Went 5-15 on third down. We got a quarterback injured. What's new? I mean, hey, we got a quarterback injured in week 6 it was. So what's new? This offensive line stinks. They can't protect anybody. Receiver core, we still need more help there. Even though Traylon Burks had a nice game, we still need more help there outside of D-Hop. Defensively, yeah, still, I mean, corners. Trey Avery had a couple of, and Trey Avery, I mean, we know he's an undrafted guy, right? Undrafted guy. He is not a starter caliber corner in this league, so I don't want to give him, too much hate. But yeah, he had a couple of PIs. Sean Murphy-Bunting, I think Sean Murphy-Bunting, I mean, he played okay. Like, he continues to be okay. Sean Murphy-Bunting has not been bad, but he hasn't been, like, particularly great. Like, I know Sean Murphy-Bunting was going to come in here and have a Pro Bowl caliber year this year. Yeah, he definitely had that. But, like, he's been solid, so I wouldn't mind bringing him back. But, like, we desperately need a number one corner. We need a shutdown, lockdown corner that we can say, hey, man, we putting you on Garrett Wilson. We're putting you on Justin Jefferson. We're putting you on A.J. Brown. We're putting you on DK Metcalf. We're putting you on Tyreek Hill, but no one can guard Tyreek Hill. We're putting you on Jalen Waddle. Like, we're putting you on Scary Terry McLaurin. We need a corner that we can tell that to, y'all. So this team desperately needs a lockdown corner. We need a safety. We need a linebacker. We need an edge rusher and probably defensive tackle now that we waived Tierra Tart. And then offensively, like I said, offensive line stinks. Got a quarterback injured. Got a second quarterback injured. And we still need more help at receiving core. But yeah, man, my final thoughts on this game is really that. Same old Titans. Not surprised. So glad that this season is finally over. For me, this season's been over when we lost. I would say when we lost to the Bucks, y'all. That's when I knew, okay, this season is definitely over. I mean, lose to the freaking Tampa Bay Buccaneers, even though Baker Mayfield is playing well, but that was still an inexcusable loss. So when we lost to the Bucks, I knew it was over. But now, finally, I don't got to hear these darn crazy Titans fans on Instagram and Twitter saying, hey, y'all, we still got a chance to go to the playoffs, and we win out. No, it's over. It's over. As Kitty Smith would say, it's over. Y'all, it's finally over. Like, it's over. It's done. So we ain't got to hear no more of that talk. This team going to the playoffs. That's it. Like I said, y'all, time for the offseason, Titans fans. Time for the draft. Again, all hope is not lost. You know why, y'all? Because we have over $90 million. It was 100, but with some of the contract restructure we did, it brought it down a little bit less. But y'all, we still got over $90 million in salary cap space. Yeah, over $90 million in salary cap space. We more than likely gonna have a top 8 pick. And yeah, y'all, it's time, man. It's time to build this roster back. Or excuse me, not back to where it was. Even greater than what it was. Even greater than what it was from 19 to 21. I want to be like the 49ers, man. I want to have multiple Pro Bowlers all over my field. You look at the 49ers, Brock Purdy, Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle Skittles. Brandon Ayuk, man. Charvarius Ward, Mooney. They call that boy Mooney. Telling no who fucking, even though he injured. Chase Young, Nick Bosa, Javon Kinlaw, Javon Hargrave. Y'all, this team got multiple Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw. They got multiple Pro Bowl caliber players all over their roster. I want that kind of team. The Ravens, Lamar Jackson. Heck, y'all, they was getting Keaton Mitchell. I hope he'll be okay. He got some of the ACL injury. He'll be out the rest of the season. But y'all, like the Ravens were getting contributions from him. He was an undrafted rookie. They getting contributions from their 4th round tight end last year, Isaiah Likely. Once their star tight end, Mark Andrews, went out with injury. So that just goes to show you, like, some teams, y'all, they just really know how to find talent no matter where it is. And I have confidence in Rand, his scouting department, his assistant GMs, Chad Brinker, Anthony Robinson. I have faith in these guys. Because the way the 49ers built their team through the draft, right? But it wasn't just with high draft picks. They also built their draft with guys in the 4th, 5th, 6th, and the 7th round. The last pick, Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy, their starting quarterback, is probably going to be MVP of the darn league. And he was Mr. Irrelevant in NFL draft, y'all. So that just goes to show you, you can find talent. You just got to have an eye for talent. Get it? You got to have an eye for talent. No, seriously, man. All hope is not lost, Titans fans. Hopefully, the fun is going to be getting back to this team, this fan base, this organization very soon. Because, y'all, let's be honest, boy, it's been very sad times, this organization, this last year or so, right? Losing to the Bengals in their divisional round game, trading AJ, going through the year that we did last year, firing our GM, ending the season on a darn 7-game losing streak. Then this year, 5-9, but we 1-7 on the road. Like, y'all, these last 2 years, man, it feels like old Titans, doesn't it? It feels like 2011, 2012, 2013, 14, 15. It feels like those days all over again. We definitely don't want to go back to those days. But again, y'all, I think we're going to be okay. Because with the resources that my man ran with the plan Carthon has, I think he'll be able to get this team back, even greater than what it was before. Yes, sir. This was another episode of the Zay Moolah Sports Podcast. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Y'all know I'm in it, man. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Goodbye. Peace, wherever you want to say. I love y'all. God bless. 1, 2. Peace.